Yes, the monster's back, Batman, because Joker's time is here again. You couldn't get rid of me this time.
Welcome to the Three Grandmas podcast. I'm keeping a low profile today. We are braving the cinema once again. Shh, this is now an ASMR stream. Anyway, we are talking about a film from 2026. This is a film by a legendary filmmaker by the name of Park Chan-Wook. He is a Korean filmmaker, South Korean filmmaker.
Mm-hmm. Is he
this
a
was
Wookiee?
chosen,
Yes, like Chewbacca.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously from Kashyyyk. This was Time's choice this week, I believe.
It was,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah. So this was Time's choice this week. He chose No Other Choice, which is Park Chan-Wook's latest film. Why did you pick this film? Do you have an extremely personal relationship with Park Chan-Wook, and detail that for us?
I am a huge fan of when people remake Park Chan-Wook's movies and make them better. Shout out to Spike Lee.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy. With old boy, obviously. No, I've never seen a Park Chan-Wook movie ever.
This is your first one.
But I was looking for movies to watch. This first one. Looking for movies to watch, and this one came up, and I recognized the main actor because he was in Squid Games, and I was like, "What is this? This is crazy." So I watched the trailer, read the synopsis, and then that was it. That's what I picked. I didn't know this might be mildly racist of me, and I'm going to say it anyways.
Oh my god!
But I thought the director was the same guy that did Parasite.
Oh my god!
Yeah, they're the
we're gonna get letters.
Nope, not even close. Not even close names. Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Did you know there's only 2 directors in Korea,
and
they're very tight.
That's
right. But
that's not what I've. But they're they're the 2 big dogs. They're the 2
There can only be 2.
So, 2 big guys. Yeah. So, but that was the thing. I recognized the name, so my brain automatically went to, oh shit, it's that guy. It was not, unfortunately, but he has big movies. I've seen, I know the names of the movies, and they are interesting.
So you haven't seen the
I
original
haven't seen them yet.
You haven't seen the original
Old Boy. I haven't seen the Revenge trilogy he has. Haven't seen those.
You saw the Spike Lee Old Boy, but not the original. I feel so bad for you.
I haven't seen Spike.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you haven't seen the Spike Lee one.
That'd be crazy.
I love you, Spike Lee.
My baseline. That's it.
I love you,
Spike Lee. But what the fuck?
What were you doing?
Why did you even think that was a good idea? Imagine Spike. No, hold on. What if the Korean director made a remake of Do the Right Thing and it was X? Right? How would you feel? You would be like, God damn, that's not cool.
Yeah, right.
We'll let him
exactly.
Off the hook, right? We're Knicks fans together, so I can say this.
You're
to
Knicks
Spike,
fans, yeah.
We are in a brotherhood.
So I knew, I had
horrible.
Had an idea that you hadn't watched a Park Chan-Wook film, and Prag always makes fun of me because I seem to have a lot of I seem to care a lot about how you're gonna see a movie or what you're gonna think of a movie. I just want you to enjoy stuff.
Well,
I went into this,
and he doesn't give a fuck if I enjoy anything. That's why I get mad. Because he doesn't care. He only cares about your opinion, which is crazy.
I don't. It's not that.
You know what?
What do you know?
I think it's because Prag. I think it's because we have very similar wavelengths, but Time is just up and down. I have no idea. His taste is so elusive to me that it's I have no idea if he's going to like something or not. So that's why it's
trying to figure it out. Trying to get a dial on it.
Yeah. I'm I hope this is one. Okay. So I went into this and I was because I hadn't seen this either, and I was I hope Park Chan-Wook does all of his Park Chan-Wook things, so Time kind of gets a taste of who he is as a director, and I really think this film sells that. I think. Oh yeah, yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Park Chan-Wook, I think he is the master of the scene transition, or the fade in, fade out, or the superimposition that Prag seems to love. His transitions, his scene transitions, are absolutely insane every single time. He's got one of the best editors on his payroll. But no,
cinematography in general was fantastic in this.
Yeah, he's also an incredibly dynamic filmmaker. So he every single scene I feel has a new shot that you haven't seen in the previous like 15 scenes in the movie. Like he always tries to do something different. He tries to do something unique in every scene. Like he's a very fluid and dynamic filmmaker. Like I feel like whenever he's making shot choices, it's always like, what's something unique and different I can do in this scene compared to what I've done in the previous few. And yeah, I have no idea how his brain works, or whether he comes up with it pre-plans it all, or if he comes up with it on the set. But
I must storyboard the shit out of this. I feel like it's very storyboarded.
Yeah, I mean his choices, like some of the
all those
wide
shots are almost like
does.
photography. Like
it's crazy.
He takes an approach to film cinematography like almost like a still photographer, right? I feel like he sets the shots up very particularly, and the coloring is amazing. Like he's got some amazing shots at sunset and dusk and stuff where there's like the magenta and the pink. It's just, and it's only like 3 seconds that'll show it, but he'll just have this beautiful coloring and lighting and just like, and then everything is very parallax coded. You know, parallel acts. You know what I'm saying? The geometry and the.
You're trying to say parallax?
Parallax.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I was trying to say too.
Yeah.
Parallel, yeah.
Parallel.
So he'll do things like this, right? And like set it up like
use
that,
like things
like
to reveal stuff.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I want to know if you agree with that, Tom.
Like
if you kind of got a sense
of it, the natural, like you see these trees. He has the bonsai tree segments, and he has like the natural, like that. Even the house that they pick is so beautiful. The yard is so perfectly natural. Time, what do you think?
There's a lot of things that I would say he uses the idea of like a forced perspective. You know, where he'll have you focusing on one thing, and then it'll pull out, or it'll zoom in or shift up a little bit to where you can see something else. The transitions were crazy. You didn't see the same one twice. I mean, it was somewhat similar. I think the general idea of what it was like, you know, the same thing, but like the way he did it, you know, one scene that absolutely was beautifully shot and I loved was when he was burying. I didn't watch the movie, guys. I'm fucking with you.
I didn't watch it either. Are you kidding me? I watched
there's a scene where he was,
video about it.
He was digging the hole at the guy's house, and they overlaid it with his wife in bed, and he dug in and like he picked up the dirt, and then his wife just turned her head over, and I thought that was incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible, yeah. So have you guys seen the scene? I don't know if you've like seen. I don't think you've seen The Godfather, right, Tom? But there's like but there's a meme, not a meme, but like people point out there's a scene in The Godfather where it's Don Vito, like he's lying on his bed and he's got the mustache, and then it'll fade and it'll fade into a tree in the distance, like his mustache fades into a tree.
So the mustache makes up the tree?
Yes, yeah. There's so many, but like the reason why I say that is there's so many transitions in this movie that's like that. Like there's a bit where there's a wide shot of there's the wide shot of the house, and then like it looks like it lights on fire, but then it transitions to the next scene where there's like a fire pit. I think it's the scene where they're drinking to the fire, but like just like stuff like that. There's a bit with the
way
there's a drain at one point. Yeah. Yeah. I mean that goes all the way back to Hitchcock, like Psycho with the eye and the drain in the shower scene.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Psycho. Yeah, but like he does it for every single like transition. He does something different. There's a bit where like there's the windscreen wipers, and the windscreen wipers wipe over, and that transitions to the next.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just insane. Like what either I don't know if it's just him. I mean, all of his movies are like that, but his editor is just so good at it.
His trademark.
Like, yeah. So I don't know how much of it is he works with an editor that loves to do that, or if it's just him, like, or if it's both of them and that's just their style. Or I'd have to look it up if he uses the same editor.
If you're gonna make that your trademark, you better be doing your own fucking fades, right? If that's your trademark move, I don't think he's gonna lay off to an editor.
No, but I mean, I think him and his editor like have a very strong collaborative relationship. Like, I think they both you get what I'm saying. But he's known for this. Like
they're probably sitting next to each other at the panel, right?
Like Old Boy has incredible transitions like this. What's the other one I've seen? The Handmaiden. Oh my god, The Handmaiden's incredible. But that one as well, just like really dynamically shot.
Lady Vengeance.
I haven't seen Lady Vengeance. I need to. It's on my list. And his
does
last
have
film.
Nice transitions.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
I also think we're working on a bit of a delay here with JC because it seems like he's like back at 2 seconds
there's a bit
or whatever.
of a delay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like you see those posters for like movies or like video games that'll have the similar effect where it's like, you know, it'll be like a mountain and then inside the mountain you'll see the two characters walking or something like that, and it's very layered, and that's essentially those pictures, those cool, you know, the really cool effect in visual form. That's movies, and it was all over the place, and it was really cool to see. Like you see it one time, like there's a lot of movies that do it one time, you know, for like a stylistic. Actually, I don't think it's stylistic. I think it's just like, oh, look what we can do. Or like, this would be a cool shot if you know this expanded on this and we zoomed in or whatever. But this was like constant, but it made sense every time it did it. It wasn't like it was just, oh, we're doing it for the vibes. It actually made sense, and it looked really good every time it did it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I just want to go. I'm going to say 1, and then I want you to say 2. All right, like immediately after you hear me say 1. 1,
2.
Oh my god, let me do it again. 1.
It's not good. 2.
Oh, that's really bad. All right, I'm gonna leave, and then I'll come back.
Oh, thank God, finally.
All right,
so welcome to Two Grandmas yapping about basketball. We're talking about the NBA playoffs. I don't watch any of these movies.
Yeah, okay, so are the Knicks playing right now?
The Knicks are playing. You think I'm watching this fucking Korean movie? I don't know. Actually, I haven't watched it yet because
is it over?
The movie. See, you broke the bit. Yeah, I'm sure it's over by now.
Oh man,
I record it, so we'll see.
Lakers down
be patient.
0-2. We're not going to win a game against OKC. That's crazy. The LeBron retirement tour ends hopefully in 2 games.
Yeah, I don't think the Lakers were going to make it to the finals this year.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
I can't wait to talk about the story in this movie. Oh, here he comes. JC.
Hi. 1,
2,
2,
1,
2.
Not too bad. All right. That's better.
Okay,
that's a little bit better.
The story of this movie. I don't think you've ever seen a movie with a story like this. Because it's built almost like a dark comedy, and it is got a dark comedy element. Yeah. But it's like a genre that I've never. It's like its own genre. It's a family drama. It's got comedic thing. It's got a lot of darkness. It's also a commentary on like Korean industrialization, right?
Automation
what did you guys think
as
about
well.
The story?
Well, I wanted to say that I was watching this and I was wondering what the hook was going to be. Like, when is this movie going to hook me, right? So I was watching this and it starts off. Yeah. So it starts off. This guy is he's a paper company guy. He is the manager of this paper company. Yeah. He gets laid off by some American investors or American board members, and he struggles to find a job, right? So the hook's not there yet. I'm like, okay, this is still the setup. Okay, the hook's not there. All right. Okay. So he's struggling to find a job. He's going through all these interviews. We find out about his family. So his wife doesn't work. She's a housewife. He has a daughter who's autistic. She plays the cello and she only repeats words. And she's a divorcee who had a son already when he was 2, but he doesn't know that the dad isn't his dad, I should say. They've kind of just said that he's his dad, but that's not the hook yet. So it's still in the setup, right? He fails at all of these like interviews. They have to sell the house, right? She's really good at like managing their finances. Apparently, we have to stop doing this. We have to stop paying for Netflix so we can afford it. We'll get an apartment. Yeah, there's a. I love the shot where she's like, we have to live in an apartment, and then there's just like a helicopter shot of all of these like endless white apartments that are like really ugly.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, oh, I don't want to live there. No thanks.
This is
really pointed stuff.
Too.
But yeah,
it's a beautiful childhood home that he has.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's like the one he grew up in.
Yeah,
I'm still not hooked yet.
Idyllic
I'm like, okay.
Setting.
This is a cool like setup. We're still setting up. And then he gets onto the roof and we see the scene that's in the poster. Like he realizes there's a paper company with a CEO there, and he's like, wait a minute, what if I get rid of him? And I'm like, oh, is this the hook? Is this the hook? He's gonna kill his He's gonna kill like another company's CEO and replace him, and he's about to do it. Like he's lifted up the vase. He's about to do it, and then he's thinking about it, and there's an old lady behind him, like yelling at him to get down, and like, what are you doing up there? And like, oh, that's a nice view. But then he realizes, well, if I kill him, then who's going to be up for the replacement job? Like 4, 5, 6, maybe? And he's like, wait a minute. And then he comes up with this idea. He creates a fake ad in the magazine that everyone reads, apparently, called the Red Pepper Paper Company, and he says he needs
good name, by the way. Great name.
Great name. Yeah, and he came up with it because the vase had peppers on it. So he's like, yeah. So he gets all of the CVs of all the paper guys in town, just like all the paper guys, like who can do paper. And he works out which of them have the best CVs, like have the best resumes and have better resumes than him. So who are more likely to get the job than he is. And he looks at all of them and he's like, there's 2 that are better than me. So his plan is to kill them and then kill the guy. And that's when the movie hooked me. I'm like, oh, that's what the movie's going for, is he's going to try and kill them and then kill the CEO. Like that's when the movie hooked
all the top contenders for his potential job.
That's right. That's the hook.
The contenders.
Yeah, and that's the hook. Like, how's he gonna do it?
It's almost
and
I was intrigued too.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, the other potential people who might ascend to the throne, he has to get rid of to keep his kingdom, which is just his little piece of the Korean dream. Right, because he's got the kids and the family, and his wife is absolutely great. They dance together, right? They are in love. They have this beautiful relationship that they go through. They have a mania with each other still, because they still fuck with each other like that, right? And so he's like sniffing her hosiery. It's like, let me sniff your hosiery to see if you've had sex, right? That's a powerful scene, right? Because he knows she didn't probably, but it's just crazy, like the mania, right? And then so like he just like loses his mind because he lost this security.
Yeah, I mean, and he's also like, he wants to be a cog in the machine. Like he loved his paper job. He doesn't have any other like, what's the word, prospects. Like he doesn't want to go off and do a different job, because he knows like this is what he was born to do. Apparently, like he just loves this lane that he's like created for himself, and he just won't. Yeah,
Bolt Man of the Year 2018.
I love that. I don't know is that a real award that they have like, in Korea for paper companies.
Yeah, of course. Listen, there's a point where he says, like, there's a scene between a wife and I don't know if it's the same guy or another person, but she says, it's not that you lost your job, it's how you reacted to it. Right?
I love that
There's this big argument that they have, and it's not, and he says that it's not my fault I lost my job, and she said it was never about you losing your job, it was how you fucking responded.
And that wasn't his wife to him, that was the wife of the guy who was the first guy he was trying to kill too. Right. Yeah, that was them.
Right. But you can see that that's a common theme in the society. And then a lot of them are slipping into alcoholism too, which is another theme that's concurrent in this, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's a recovered alcoholic, the main guy, but obviously the guy he tries to kill is an alcoholic.
Right. The other guy.
I love that also, like there's heaps of stuff that the wife and the husband, like the first guy he's trying to kill, I think his name is Gummo or Gu Bummo, or it's something like that. It's like
Gu Bummo.
Is it
something like
the Gu Bummo? Anyway, he like they have a picnic together and they're chatting, and like he takes that home with him. Like basically everything they say, he says to his wife. There's just like heaps of stuff like that. Like, yeah, it's really good. Just really good, well-written movie. Very funny. I found this movie incredibly funny. I was laughing consistently throughout this. I don't know if you guys agree. Did you guys find this movie funny?
Got the jokes that they were making. I don't know if I was like, I was trying to figure it out a lot. So I was kind of like in more of I wasn't like letting myself like laugh or whatever. I'm just like, trying to figure out where they're going and the intricacies.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I thought it was funny. I mean, there are definitely parts where I was laughing and I,
It didn't make me cringe and say, "Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Why are they trying to make me laugh?" It was like, "Oh, okay, that's a good one. That's good."
And it's the reason why I picked this background, because this is my favorite scene in the movie, is when he goes to kill this guy.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
My God, is that scene good?
Absolutely.
It reminded me of the kind of mayhem that you had in, like, we watched Eastern Promises recently, like the bathroom scene in Eastern Promises, kind of like that, but also that scene in that movie with John Cleese that we watched. What's that movie called again? No, the movie that we watched with John Cleese.
Oh, Fish Called Wanda?
Fish Called Wanda, when they're in the living room, Wanda. And yeah, when John Cleese is like hiding from, or not John Cleese, but the other guy, he's like hiding from the wife, and Jamie Lee Curtis has to pretend. Yeah, not Michael Palin, the other guy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Kevin Kline. Yeah,
just the kind of
like just the kind of like situation. Yeah, in that scene reminded me of this for some reason. Yeah, just like the wife realizes that, like, he's gonna kill her, but they're talking, and like then she starts having an argument with the husband while there's a killer in the room about to shoot it. It's a great scene. It's so well done. Just everything clashing and coming together.
It's just beautifully shot, beautifully directed. The music that kept playing at the like the first half of it was such a good song. I loved it. They kept playing over and over again. I loved it. The shot composition, when you get like these little like mini reveals, but only reveals through the characters' eyesight, like the point of views. So you would have the wife coming down the stairs. You can see her in the background, but only the husband saw her. And then he was looking at the husband, and then the reveal of the gun, which was absurd and hilarious with the oven mitts. And then you get that scene this shot I absolutely just loved. Like, I was like, wow, this is incredible. When they're having that discussion, and they're yelling over the music too, which is incredibly loud, unlike the music in the scene. And he's like, the husband thinks that the guy is cheating on his wife, but he's not. He's just a dude that's trying to kill him now. And they're having this whole conversation under the assumption that that's the husband, that's the cheater, but it's not. And then he completely like changes the whole argument with, why don't you listen to your wife? She knows what's best, and all stuff like that. And then the wife is behind him with the like a statue or something, about to hit the dude in the back of the head. And then when he says that line, and he's like, you need to listen to her, she knows what's best, and she's just trying to make sure that everything's taken care of, everything's provided for. The camera slightly tilts to the right a little bit, and then you see all three of them in frame, and it's just like her concern look like, wait a minute, he's right. Yeah, why don't you listen? It was perfect. I absolutely love that scene so much.
It's one of the best scenes I've seen in such a long time. I 100% agree. But this movie has many scenes like that, but like this one specifically is like the cornucopia of this film for sure. Prag, I want to know, did you feel like this movie went on too long? Because part of me was like because this movie is like quite a ride.
I thought the last 20 minutes. I mean, I feel like it could have trimmed 20 minutes for sure.
I agree. I'm with you. But I didn't hate any of it.
Like sometimes movies have false endings. No, I didn't get it. But at the same time, like, I can understand, like, this is a very complicated plot, and I can understand why it would be longer, and maybe even longer than this. Actually, it should have been a TV series almost, right? Because like it was so like a mosaic to me. Well, they could have expanded further on the other characters or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, when I was reading reviews for this movie, the one comparison that kept coming up was Breaking Bad. For some reason, a lot of people saw Breaking Bad in this plot, like kind of, a guy gets shortchanged by the industry, and obviously Walter White's a bit different because
the guy in Breaking Bad is smart.
Well, Walter's still stupid as well. He's smart, but he's also stupid. No, this guy's not smart at all. Yeah, but
he gets away with it, right? He gets away with most of it. Like, Walter's kind of a genius though, because he's a great chemist, and he knows how to like hide his shit, and
this guy's
actually very competent. This guy is so messy. He's messy. He's leaving casings on the fucking highway. He's like,
an emotional wreck,
like botched murders all the time. He's very. But
he gets away with it
when the police come to interview him.
I thought that was hilarious.
That's due to the incompetence of the officials.
Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. Like they were interviewing him, and he's so obviously guilty, and his wife is standing in the background. Like they
Taz,
do that
welcome in,
scene
buddy. Welcome in,
twice.
Taz.
Welcome, Taz. I need to get Chatterino, but no, he like his wife is standing in the background, and she knows, like she knows he's just bullshitting the whole thing. And the cops, they seem like they're onto him, but then they just like I thought they were onto him, and they were like, you know, they were like playing with him, but no, they just leave, and then that's it. They don't come back until the end of the film, and then they talk to him about their suspicions on I think his name's is his name Gu Bummo? I need to check. Hold on.
It's Goobomo, yeah.
I just like to hear you trying to
Goobomo.
pronounce it.
Goobomo.
You've said Goombo, you've said Dumbo.
I just think
you're going to get letters, so many letters from the Korean community.
I just think Bummo is very funny. I just think Bummo is very funny. But no, like because the wife is technically it was actually the wife that kills him in the end. But no, the cops like are just warning him. Like he's not even like a suspect. It's hilarious. Just like the whole thing, I thought like just was really hilariously wrapped up. Yeah. And I hate to make a comparison. Scene was? Yeah, go Craig.
The dance party with the beautiful costumes and the dancing, and like I didn't expect that to bust out. It was a nice little like side experience. It was like another world opened up. And I thought that was expertly done. It was very romantic and like the passion, like she was dancing with somebody else and he's freaking out, and like the costumes. I thought it was fire.
I love that because I was wondering when he walked in, she was dressed in a Native American like outfit, and she was dancing with the other guy who was also in a Native American outfit, and he comes in with the
just like Custer. Right.
Like what is the theme here? Like what are they trying to say with this? And then no, they're not trying to say anything. It just turns out. It just turns out that like she said she's going as Pocahontas, so her entire dentist went as Native Americans, and they were being like Clark and Pocahontas, but he didn't realize like that's what. I just thought that whole scene where her outfit was like that was hilarious.
Well, she said his outfit was John Smith. But it wasn't, because he looked like Napoleon, which was very confusing to me.
George Custer, fucking.
But like they're from South Korea. No,
but through a Korean lens, they go to a costume shop. They get what they can get. Right?
They get something that looks vaguely
like we don't even try to dress up like colonial. South Korean mythological heroes, even ever. Like, let's dress as Koreans.
There was one scene where I think when he first gets there, the door opens and a couple runs out, and they're talking or they're arguing or something like that. But the girl, like the couple, whatever, the girl is wearing like either like an Indian garb or like a Korean garb. I couldn't really tell. But then the dude was wearing like a bullfighter like outfit. And I'm like, what are they dressed as? I was so confused.
What is this meant to be? Yeah. It's a bizarre party. Is that Halloween? I have no idea. But I do like that.
It's just like a dance contest.
Yeah. And I love the stacking of the cards of this movie, like just the amount that's like just the amount of dominoes that like that he's pushing against, like just to keep his life afloat, like just like one after the other after another problem comes up, like their daughter's cello teacher comes in and it's like, yeah, I can't teach her anymore, she's too good, I have nothing else to teach her, she needs to go to university, it's going to be very expensive. And they're like, well, you know, they can't tell her that their finances are in the toilet, but no, there's just so much like riding on him finding a job, and he just goes about it the most single-minded way possible, because he doesn't want to change. He wants to keep the status quo as like exactly how it was, and the amount he has to go through to get it is insane. And then he ends up not even being in a, like, his paper company is like an empty shell of what it was before. Not his paper company, but the paper company ends up working in is like an empty shell of like what he had before, because of, I love that there's AI commentary in this. It's hilarious. But yeah, the factory is completely empty. They've got like these robot, like automated robots that, yeah, it was very funny when he's sitting in front of them, and Yeah. Also, the cinematography in his interview scene, like his friend had set up an interview for him, and there's like the lights shining on his face, and I just thought that was really well done as well. Like you can't even see the guy like that he's talking to. He's like trying to move out the way. Yeah. It's great, and he makes his son do it too.
The way they feed him, right? There's three guys in front, like interviewing him, but the son is in his face from the window, but he won't like mention that and like change his position, and he's just trying to power through it. I think that was a really brilliant scene. I think that was really good.
And just like his friend is like, stop, don't say that. Like, it's just hilarious. So much good stuff. I don't know what else I could say about this movie. I don't know. I want to know like if Time has been debating us and just talking about the cinematography being good and stuff, or if he actually liked this movie.
Yeah, of course he is.
Talk about that scene that I liked, and
I know. But overall,
I will say this: I'm not releasing that information yet. You have to get to the end. I want to say I kind of agree with you guys earlier. I think a half hour could have been shaved off, and I think it could have been from the front of this movie. Okay. I think it took a long time to get started. Like it's just there was so much being like put at the beginning, and it's like, well, when are we going to get into this and
get into the hook, right?
Not the synopsis. I read like what the movie's about, and like watching the movie, it's completely not what it was. Like I thought it was, he gets hired by a rival paper company to take out the other paper companies. But that's not what it was. It was just like the job market, and what it was, which I think is infinitely more interesting than what I originally thought it was. But I just think it took forever to get into. It wasn't boring. It just was like, okay, just get to it. Get to the hook. Let me see I don't see the name here. Lee Byung-hun, I think it's his name. He is fantastic in this movie. I absolutely loved him. He is the main
Bill Murray
antagonist.
I call him Korean Bill
Squid
Murray.
Games. He was phenomenal in this movie. His wife, Sun Yi-jin, I think it's her name. Yeah. She was fantastic in this movie.
She was fire.
Yeah, she played great. Something that I really liked, and there was two ideas that they were kind of exploring. To me, it seemed like, and I feel like they just either they abandoned them, or I just think they just wanted to kind of change things. Was I thought they were going to go with the idea of these people are going to get killed, but not by his hand. Like he would try to do it, but he wouldn't do it. Like the first guy, his wife ended up killing him, but no, he straight up kills the second and third guy. So that didn't work.
But it was sort of an accident though. Like he kind of decides not to.
Accident, yeah,
he's just a fucking maniac.
Yeah.
This is a horror movie.
The other idea that I thought was a fantastic idea. I thought I was like enthralled, but then I kind of feel like they just didn't commit to it, but I may just be missing things. But you have him with this first guy, and then he gets to the point where he's going to kill him. But I think he sees a lot of himself in that first guy, especially when he's telling the guy, oh, you need to listen to your wife. She's telling you what to do. Why don't you go work at retail? Why don't you sell the house? That's directly everything that his wife has been telling him. That's directly everything that he did work at a retail store for a little bit, and it wasn't him, and it wasn't true to himself. Yet he was talking down to this guy to tell him
he was projecting,
hey,
right?
He's 100% projection. But I feel like that didn't really apply to the other two guys. Maybe it did. I don't know. I know he used to be a drunk, and that kind of applies to the third guy. And maybe the connection with like the second guy and his daughter. Like I don't know. But I feel like that first whole projection
was interesting. Yeah,
bit to that first guy was fantastic. And that's why I didn't like the dance scene. I because you see this whole thing, and then you see how this guy is essentially it's the first guy. He is ignoring his wife essentially because he's trying. He was a drunk, and now he's ignoring his wife to get this job because he's getting the job to provide for them and make sure that they're okay. And she feels neglected, so she cheats on the dude. And I thought the dance scene kind of reinforced that he was falling into that same trap where he's trying to get a job for his family, and then his wife, goes and starts flirting with this dude. And I don't think they really don't say that she didn't sleep with the dude, because in that moment, he's like, you did this, and she doesn't say no. And then she confronts him and says, you're cheating. And he's like, I'm doing a lot of interviews. And she's like, well, you didn't say no. So both things can't be true, like how in their conversation.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't like that
sniff
scene.
each other. That's all. They just there's an excuse to sniff one another.
It fell into that trap of like directly, doing that same thing that the first guy fell into, and that's why I didn't like that scene. But everything else, I liked about this movie. I really liked this movie. I really enjoyed it.
What do you mean by that though? Like, you didn't like that he like ended up being very similar to the first dude? You didn't like that they didn't really explore it, or like, what do you mean exactly?
I didn't like how they painted it as he's ignoring his family, therefore his wife is going to go cheat on him. That's why I don't
think she did. I don't think she did.
You didn't see.
I don't think she did.
They don't see.
Well, he smells her hosiery and it comes clean. It comes out clear.
He doesn't say it's
clean.
He
makes a good dog face. He makes the happy dog face. He doesn't make a sad dog face.
I didn't take that from it at all.
And then she sniffs him, and then everyone's sniffing each other.
And then she ends up supporting him. When you had
the comparison between but when you had the
we're just dancing, bro.
The bummo guy, he's him and his wife. They're very just. They're just do not connect at all whatsoever. But then you have the scenes with the main guy and his wife, and they're getting intimate and they're dancing this and that, whatever. So like his wife, like flirting and potentially cheating, and then the whole saying out loud so his daughter can the daughter can hear that he'll regret this. I thought that was just gross and not needed in this movie. I don't know what purpose that served.
I think it was more just like kind of how
sexual ecstasy.
To me, not just that, but I feel like the automated world,
the dancing
that they're living
sex.
in, like the South Korean automated world, like that kind of like the way that kind of seeps into the family and kind of like it. I don't really know how to explain it, but like the seeds of destruction are planted early and they kind of take root. Like
the kids are oblivious the whole time too.
Yeah. I get the feeling that she has these I don't think she actually cheated on him, but I think like those feelings that she's having,
I don't think so,
were inevitable. Like I think they were inevitable based on his inability to it's an ick, right? Like basically everything he's doing is an ick. Like no matter what happened. And I feel like those feelings are always going to precipitate in her looking other places and stuff like that. And that's kind of how I saw it, is that it kind of showed that while she didn't go all the way there like the other woman did, at least not from my perspective, I don't think she did, but like the seeds of destruction were sowed as soon as he was laid off. Like I think that kind of seeps in. You know what I mean? And like no matter what, it kind of rewires our brains a little bit. But it didn't go all the way there. Like she kind of snaps out of it, and also ends up being like really cool. Like I hate to say, like he's killing people. It's bad. He's a bad guy. He's a terrible guy. But like from a movie archetype perspective, it is fun and nice that she supports him, and I really like her character. I like that she finds but she realizes I mean, it's the movie says the movie's called No Other Choice. She kind of sees it through his eyes after that. She's like, he did have no other choice. But he didn't. He had a choice.
Top 10 he just was MILF, right?
Well, yeah, top 10 for sure, 100%. I'd put her in the top 10.
Mom and Dearest, number one.
I guess he had no other choice.
Right? He had no other choice, right?
This movie says no other choice, I think maybe 15 times. Is this movie going to get 15 points time? Like added to
but it's in Korean, does it count?
Yeah, it gets a lot of points. It gets a lot of points in. Yeah.
Plus 30. But does it count if it was in Korean 30, and it was translated? Does that count? Does that dampen it? That it's not the English no other choice?
Yeah, because the title's translated too.
Yeah.
So it's all consistent.
I think it still counts.
Yeah, it should count, I think.
No. Do we want to get into final thoughts? What do you reckon? I'm ready, but I get unless you guys have more.
Yeah, we get into final thoughts. Yeah. I'm ready. No, I'm ready to sum up.
Do you want to go first, Brad?
You want me to just begin?
Yeah, if you want to.
Sure. This movie is beautifully shot. It's interesting because it's so original. Obviously, you have classic themes of family and society, and it's a comedy, but it's also kind of a thriller, but it's got its own special vein, and every film this guy makes is pretty much top notch. It's, if not a masterpiece, it's always going to be something that you're not going to feel like you wasted your time viewing. And I recommend people see a lot more Korean cinema. Like, they have so many bangers. Like, if you had a list of the top 25 Korean films and you went through them and watched those, you would have a great fucking 6 months. So I strongly recommend this movie. The only issues I had was I didn't like, now upon reflection, I like that I didn't know where it was going and it took a long time to start, because I think that repairs additional viewing. Because now when I go back into it, it's like such an interesting novel type thing that you get something different out of it, because the story has so many layers and complexities that, like, I feel like you can watch this multiple times and get something out of it. And I really appreciate that. The first time, it's like you're going on a trip and you don't know where you're going. And like the genre is so unique and obtuse that you can't predict where it's going, which is a good thing, which is something you want, but it also makes you feel a little discombobulated. So I give this movie an 87, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm going to echo what you said, Prag. This movie definitely doesn't have like a traditional structure. It doesn't have a 3-act structure. I think maybe like the 3-act structure is kind of a bit of a Western sort of hero's journey thing. South Korea just doesn't really fall into it. I do agree that it's very book-like. It feels like it was like in chapters, like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, without the headings. There's just events and then another event and then another event, and then they all lead through to each other and they all make sense and everything. So I feel like the pace of this movie, like maybe the ending could have been trimmed a little bit, because I did feel like it was going on a little long. But at the same time, it might just be my like conditioning to that 3-act structure that I'm normally so used to, the rising and falling action with this, which this movie doesn't have. But no, I love this movie. I thought it was hilarious. It's funny. It's dark. I had no idea where it was going. I love everything it says about like kind of how our humanity gets drained in this automated world that we're living in, and like our skill, like how our skill set sometimes isn't even enough to compete, and we're all drowning. We're all drowning, and it's going to get worse before it gets better. And it seeps into like the tender moments, like family and stuff, because they would have been fine if he didn't get fired, if he didn't like just buy the cog in the machine, if he didn't get laid off at the start. But no, he did, and it makes it really difficult. But at the same time, he does some fucked up shit based on that. It's great. I really loved it. I'm going to give it a 92 out of 100. Adored this movie. It's probably going to be in my top 10 at the end of the year. I don't imagine a lot surpassing it.
I had an idea of what this movie was just from the plot, but it really subverted what I was expecting. And then, I mean, I think even if the movie did play out the way I thought it would, from like a plot standpoint, the way this movie was made and shot and the composition of it isn't like anything I've seen. I really enjoyed it. I'm not used to this director's movie styles or filming styles or whatever, so I don't know how this compares to his other stuff, but I enjoyed this movie. I think the cast was superb. The only fault I can really say was I think we could have cut a half hour off in the front, which again, the front half took forever to get into, but by no means was it boring or just a waste of time. It was just a lot of like building, but I thought what was there was really good. It just took a while to get to the movie, and I think it dragged on a little bit towards like maybe the ending. But again, I think this movie was great. I loved all the characters. I didn't like the dance scene, but again, that's a personal thing. There were scenes that just like genuinely like shocked me as far as like how things were done and what he had to do. The message behind this with the family and having no other choice and having to do things to survive. I like that. I think this was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. Sound was great. That one song in the middle I absolutely loved. The fact that they got away with all of it too was just, I wasn't expecting that. I thought they would gloss over that too, like they would just be like, oh, just whatever. But no, they kind of tied it together and said, oh, he's free, you're free to go. And this guy probably, he had like that was funny too. Like the guy had history and he didn't like this other guy or because of a merger, and he was like, oh, that was really good to add in there. A little bit of convenience, but it was fine. But yeah, I really like this movie. It was good. It was a good one. I'm gonna give it an 87 out of 100.
Did you guys just give the same score, Prag and Time? You both gave it 87.
I think we did. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nice. Well done. That was good.
There's only 2 film reviewers on Twitch, and we're a tight-knit community, but it's tough.
Yeah. But I do want to know time.
It's horrible.
I don't know if you confirmed before, but you were saying like the when the actual movie started, like it took a while to get there. Was it the same moment for you when he after he decided not to throw the vase on the guy and he created the Pepper Company ad to get, is that the moment where he's looking at those CVs and he's like
company,
and he's like, okay, I'm gonna kill these guys?
I felt like
is that the moment?
was just like, I felt like everything was just like, here's a bunch of parts, now build it, and then we're building everything, and obviously we can't see what the whole picture is, and then once we get to that scene where he has the plant above his head and he devises the whole plan, I think that's when he starts cranking the lever and then everything starts spinning, and you're like, here we are, and that's
here's the movie
with his wife, and he would have been a lot happier.
Yeah,
you should have got to dancing and dressing up.
Also, she had a degree.
The main actor, I loved him with the mustache too. I don't know.
Yeah,
of course,
that's so good.
She's much better than he is.
Also, he is a completely different character in this than he was in Squid Game. Like the range on this guy is kind of crazy, right?
Absolutely.
Like he's such a
he was
stoic dude.
In the dance scene when he's like walking in, he's like dancing like that, whatever he was doing, it was so funny. And I was like, this guy should be like in more movies, So hopefully,
he's good.
We'll see what Hollywood does. I hope he.
I want him to make a Korean Ghostbusters remake.
A Korean Ghostbusters, that'd be crazy.
With Bill Murray. Yeah.
I'd fuck with that.
It takes place in the Middle Ages. It takes place in 1400.
Oh
right?
shit!
Have you ever seen that movie? There's a show called The Kingdom on Netflix.
I've heard of it.
It's a Korean zombie Middle Ages show. It's fire.
That's a zombie show? I didn't know that.
It's a
zombie show
about
but it's in the Middle Korean ages, and it's swords and fucking taekwondo and zombies, and it's all
sounds
crazy.
Awesome. I need to watch it.
Korean stuff is fire.
So
I think I have to finish watching it.
What have you guys been up to? What have you guys been watching?
Manana, what do we have, JC? What are we doing? What are we watching?
Yeah.
Okay.
You go first, Prag. What have you been watching?
We watched a bunch of movies when I was at my brother's house in Denver because it was raining one day. We watched Glenn Ross. We watched the Gumball Rally. Have you guys ever seen that? Gumball Rally?
No.
Oh my God. It's got the guy, Raul Julia, plays this Italian race car driver named
Raul Julia.
And he is so fucking
Street
funny.
Fighter Raul Julia?
Yeah, Raul Julia. Yeah,
I love him.
Addams Family, Raul Julia, Tony Award winning. It's like one of his early roles. You guys have to just go to YouTube and watch some clips of it. But he plays this hilarious Italian race car driver, and we just watched a bunch of old movies. Like we watched I Remember Mama from 1940. Do you know what this movie is? It's about a Norwegian family who live in San Francisco, and the way they get through the family drama and stuff. It's so good because these movies in the old days, they didn't have the special effects obviously and the visuals, so all they could do is make beautiful story. The stories are so good, and it's all staged as a play, but it's all beautiful sets. So they'll have the camera have one character writing a letter upstairs and then have her descend the stairs, and it follows down the whole thing. So we had a good time watching some older movies, and this stupid war movie or whatever show, I'm tired of it. It keeps going on and on. And then the Knicks are gonna win the NBA championship. That's gonna be on tonight. That's what I've been watching.
Look at that. Well done. What about you, Tom?
I was reminded right now, we're talking about Koreans. There was a TV show on Netflix, and it God damn it. It's called Hellbound. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
Oh, it's by the guy that did Train to Busan, right? It's by that guy. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Possibly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
But I don't know why I remember it's the whole premise is a demonic figure just appears and tells you you're going to die within, a certain amount of days, whatever, and you can't prevent it. You're just going to die. And it's a whole thing. It gets into this whole religious cult aspect to it. It's a crazy movie. I remember watching, it's a crazy series. I remember watching it with my mom and Flame back in 2021 when it came out. And I don't know why I remember the scene where it's popping up and it's telling people it's going to die, this and that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then one day the demon pops up and it tells an infant child that it's going to die.
What?
And then the next episode is just them trying to prevent that child from dying.
What?
And the entire time, I'm just screaming at the TV,
Give him
do
a
it!
jetpack.
Take that kid out. It was so funny.
Give that baby a jetpack and let him fucking bust out.
It's a good show, though. It's a really good show. Apparently there's a season 2, but I didn't watch it.
I'm correct. It's by the guy that made Train to Busan. So
okay, yeah. It's
I'm
a
sure
really good show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But
We need to do a Korean TV series special and do Kingdom in that one.
Oh yeah. I'm not watching anything new. Still Dodger baseball. Once this ends, Flame, get ready. We're gonna go see Hokum. That movie with Adam Scott, the scary movie.
I've heard it's good
too. Yeah, so I got to buy tickets right now, and we got to leave. It starts in an hour, so we have to go off and go to that.
Cool.
Yeah,
nice.
Awesome. Also, the Korean adaptation of the TV series adaptation of Little Women is fantastic. If anyone hasn't seen it, you got to watch it. It's really good. It's like completely different from the original book, but it's like set in modern day, but it's still got the archetype characters. It's fantastic. Yeah. But I've been watching. I finished The Odyssey. Finally, I'm really excited for the movie coming, the Christopher Nolan adaptation that's coming out in July. But no, it's really weird. The book is extremely abrupt. Like, it feels like there's a big battle happening, and then I don't want to spoil, but there's a big battle happening. A god says stop fighting, and then it like ends like right after she says that, and then it's just like that. Although there is some debate about whether book 24 of the Odyssey was meant to be the true ending, or if book 23 was meant to be the true ending and 24 was like an epilogue that was written later. Like, there's some debate, because book 23 does feel like more of a natural ending, but there's some stuff in book 24 that happens that was set up earlier, but it just feels like a really weird and abrupt way to end the story. But
I wrote a book 25, JC.
Ooh.
You wrote book 25. What happens?
I finished it. I ended it. Yeah, it's a much better ending. It's much tighter. You're gonna like it.
You wrote it in ancient Greek.
It's got spin-off characters too. James
iambic,
Pond is in it. Yeah, I wrote it in Greek.
The whole
James Pond.
I love him.
He solves cases that the river animals can't handle. I love him too. He's a good dresser. He's smart too. He's got a friend, Cynthia Spider, that helps him. She does, like, Metal Gear Solid when Solid Snake calls back to home base, and that's what Cynthia Spider does.
That's nice. I've had a bit of a tough week. I don't really want to go into it, but basically there was one of my dogs passed away this week. It was really sad.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was awful.
I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It was a big shock, because she was such a lovely. She wasn't an old dog or anything. She was, it just really shocking. And there's been some medical stuff involving my grandfather as well. So I ended up, like, because I was in my feelings and I needed something to occupy my mind. I ended up watching Wallace and Gromit: The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, the Aardman animation film, which I thought was the perfect choice, because it's about a dog and it's about a man that I reminds me so much of my grandfather as well. So it was like the perfect antidote. It was the right movie to watch. It's a great movie. It's really good. Just a lot of nostalgia attached to it. Yeah, just yeah. And I also watched a really bad movie called Your Fault. It's one of those trash movies that Tansy likes to throw at me. So she made me watch that. It was awful. Just completely boring. Just really bad. What you needed. Just what I needed. Yeah, awful. And then I've been getting like really getting an itch, because I feel like I haven't been diving in to rewatch my favorite genre, which is like 80s slashers. So I ended up watching Friday the 13th again, the original. Great movie. It's not as good as like the series gets later on, but or as bad as the series gets later on as well. But it's it's fine. It has a lot of the trademarks that the slasher genre pioneered, and I love the aesthetic, and I love Betsy Palmer as Pamela Voorhees. As soon as she shows up, the movie takes like such a turn. She's fantastic, really good. Yeah, great movie, love it. But I'm more excited to watch the later ones. Shut up, time. I'm not talking too long.
I didn't say anything. What the fuck?
Oh wait, I thought. Sorry.
You didn't say anything.
What's
What the
that,
hell?
JC?
Oh, I was talking at the chat. I thought.
We're enjoying your.
Hold on.
cooking.
Hold on. Let me explain
no,
what just. Yeah, let me just explain what just happened. I read in chat. I thought that was Taz, but I read time and just said, and I forgot you are time, and that's Taz. So I thought it was Taz in chat saying stop, but I said time because it says time there. I'm really sorry. Time. I apologize.
Wow.
That would have been hilarious if it
stop
was
because
Taz.
Bram pointed out the unfortunate placement of the N and the R, and then me in the middle blocking off the rest of the goddamn letters. So now it looks like I'm racist.
Yes,
God damn it. What does it say behind me? No other, right? It says no other?
No other. Yeah, no other. On my end, it's Frag's at the bottom. So it's,
down, yeah.
so it's Frag that's...
Christ.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I didn't even think of that.
Me at the bottom. And apparently for Ram, it's at the bottom too, yeah. God damn it.
I'm going to move you to the bottom for me now. There you go.
Fix this
Now you're
GIF.
There you go.
It's bothering me.
Hilarious.
Tomorrow we watch what? The Blair Witch Project?
No. Well, yes. Tomorrow we're watching the Blair Witch Project with Mitch and Heath. Mitch has been on the show before. He's a friend of mine. Heath is his producer, or Heath is his producer on the film that they're working together on.
Do I have to bring a producer too?
No, you're
There's
good.
only two of them.
There's only two producers, but they're a tight knit community.
Yeah.
And I was trying to decide what we're going to watch for the next Brave the Cinema. I was looking at all the movies that had come out in the last year. And I was going over the list, and there were a few of them I was like, yeah, I want to watch that. Yeah, I want to watch that. That'd be all right. But there's no other movie that I'd be more curious about than all of the others over the past year. So next week we're going to be watching 2025's War of the Worlds starring Ice Cube.
Oh, wow.
I'm so excited to watch this.
I love that.
I'm so excited to watch this.
I'm excited.
I've been so curious to know what this movie is
That's crazy.
like. But no, I'm excited. I've been wanting to watch it this whole time, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So I'm doing it for the show. Yeah, for the next Brave the Cinema.
It's on Amazon, right?
Yes, it is on Amazon.
I think it's an Amazon Direct.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very proud of that movie.
That's a good
They're very
one.
proud. Very proud. Yeah.
They should
We're
be.
doing that next week.
Amazon only has the best shows.
And movies. It had Saints. That's where Saints started. Obviously the best miniseries of all time.
That's right. Glorious Saints. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good they took it off.
Yeah, it's so good. Like they couldn't handle people seeing it. They were like, they're going to go into like, creative. What's it like, a creative coma of just how good it is. Yeah.
They're like, there's so many people watching this, and it's taking up all the bandwidth, and now anyone else can't watch any other movie or any other show because either everyone's diverting to Saints, so they had to rip it off so that they can allow freer bandwidth.
Is that meant to be me, Ram? Am I the white dog with the mic?
You're the white dog with the microphone. Yeah, that's you.
Is that me? I mean, this is Mickey Mouse. This is not a dog.
That's me. That's my silver fox.
Oh yeah, this
Come on,
is
bro.
You. This is you.
You're the capybara with the perm.
Yeah.
Can someone clap that? Yeah, beautiful.
There it is. Perfect.
But no, this has been fun, guys. Thanks for picking this movie, by the way, Time. Just a banger. All
right, we'll see you guys tomorrow with the Blair Witch Project.
Looking forward to it.
I'm gonna go watch a scary movie and try not to cry.
Bye.
Free Tark Island.